May 10th, one day that connected two oceans, launched the darkest chapter of World War II, and gave the world a dancing Pokemon. Sound like a random collection of facts. But look closer, this is history's perfect formula: infrastructure, war, and culture. Today, we're breaking down how May 10th changed the rules of the game 3 times over. Today is May 10th. On the calendar, just another Tuesday or Wednesday. But in the archives, this is the date when America became one connected organism. Europe stood on the brink of collapse, and pop culture proved even fictional worlds can shape the real economy. Let's start with the event that literally stitched the United States together. May 10, 1869, Promontory Summit, Utah. This is where the final golden spike was driven, connecting the Union Pacific and Central Pacific Railroads. This wasn't just a ceremony, it was the finale of a 4-year marathon. 12,000 workers, 2,000 miles of track, $60 million in investment, and hundreds of lives sacrificed for progress. What did this give America? Crossing the continent shrank from 4 to 6 months, down to just 6 or 7 days. Freight costs plummeted by 90%. The West stopped being a frontier and became a market. As historian Stephen Ambrose observed, without the transcontinental railroad, there would be no standardized time, no mass tourism, and no concept of the American dream as mobility. This date laid the foundation for the economic superpower America would become. One important note: at that ceremony, not a single representative of the native peoples, whose lands the railroad cut through, was invited. Their contribution and their loss were left out of the frame. But today, we remember. Fast forward 71 years, May 10, 1940. In London, Winston Churchill had just formed a government of national unity. In Berlin, the Wehrmacht launched Operation Fall Gel, the invasion of France, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg. Within days, Churchill would declare, "I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat." But behind those words wasn't just rhetoric, it was strategy. He understood the fall of France would flip the balance of power, and only by mobilizing every resource Britain had could the Nazi war machine be stopped. What happened next? 6 weeks later, France surrendered. But the resistance ignited on May 10th led to the Battle of Britain, then to D-Day, and ultimately to the post-war world order we still live in today. The United Nations, NATO, the dollar as the global reserve currency. One day, 2 decisions, one new era. And now a lighter turn, but one with strategic weight. May 10, 2019, Detective Pikachu hits theaters. On the surface, just another Pokemon movie. But this was the franchise's first live-action blockbuster, with a $150 million budget that went on to gross $430 million worldwide. And it proved something powerful. Millennial nostalgia isn't just sentiment, it's serious economic capital. The film didn't just entertain, it ignited a wave of investment in video game adaptations. After its success, studios doubled down on projects like Sonic, Uncharted, and The Last of Us. Industry observers noted, Pikachu became the bridge between gamer subculture and the mainstream. And all of that happened on a single calendar date. Fred Astaire, 1899, the man who reinvented dance on screen. His rule that dance should look like improvisation still shapes Hollywood choreography today. As he once said, dance is simply walking with music, but with a soul. So which event from this day resonated with you the most? The infrastructure breakthrough of 1869, Churchill's resolve in 1940, or the unexpected success of a certain Pokemon in 2019? Drop your answer in the comments below. I'll be pinning the most interesting responses. Want me to break down a different date? Just drop the day and month in the comments. Subscribe, hit the bell, and join me for more stories where history comes alive.